Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's Kamina here, and it's another video from the Division, and it's that time of week again when the vendors have reset. So I'll be bringing you all my recommendations around the world of the Division on what you can pick up this week. So be sure to watch the rest of the video to find out what's here. Okay. Starting down in the terminal this week in the special equipment vendor, and you would have noticed that he now sells all the exotic weapons here, so you can't get them upstairs in the advanced weaponry vendor anymore, and they have increased to 1,331 Phoenix credits, but fear not now, because the maximum Phoenix credits that you can get is 5,000. Now, these weapons won't change every week. You'll still sell the same exotic weapons. However, the talents and the damage on these weapons will change each week. So be sure to come and check these if you haven't got any at the moment, or if you're looking for something a little bit better than you currently have. This week here, he has selling the tactical sausage 12k. Now this weapon is currently being used a lot in Last Stand, especially with the striker set, and it is one that I do run. I know that it is quite annoying out there for a lot of players, and I've been seeing a lot of comments due to the stagger. So whether a massive look at the stagger percentage at the moment that these shotguns are putting out and reduce them, that's something that we'll just have to wait to see. But this one here has got 321% stagger. Base damage based off 5,000 firearms is 93.3k. With its talents, it does come with competent, meticulous, and adapt. So actually not some bad talents at all on this weapon. So I would definitely, if you are looking for a sausage, is a great one here that you can come and pick up. Also as well this week there is a fairly decent frontline vest here, 1240 on stamina. It's got 7% skill haste, 5% enemy armor damage, and the 52% ammo capacity, which is something that you're always going to want on your vest. Now if you are going to be using this for a PvE type of build, then skill haste is something that you're not going to need on there, and I could probably recommend rolling that away to something else should you wish. Also as well, if you are looking for a Alpha Bridge holster, that is a really nice one here this week. Minimum of 12k across the board, as you can see there, with its major attribute there is 6% skill haste. Again, if you don't want that skill haste, you can roll that away. Maybe for reload speed that I do see a lot of people using. Also as well, there is a electronics prototype mod here, 236, so it is quite low in terms of the electronics amount that it gives, but it does have 3% skill haste on it. Over in Camp Hudson in the gear vendor, there is a firearms prototype mod here, quite low in terms of the firearms that it does give you, but it does have a fairly decent roll of 3,053 in terms of health. So if you are looking for a firearms mod at the moment with some health, then it is one here that you can pick up this week. So in the Ward Safehouse this week, there is a pair of decisive gloves here. Now, these gloves would work great if you do use a shield without the front line build. Now, decisive does give you 35% more damage on headshots when you're using the sidearm. It does come with 5.5% critical hit chance, 2,280 pistol damage, and then the LMG damage, which you can roll away there. Now, if you are using the shield and it's not accompanied with the frontline build, then electronics is something that you are going to want to use to get that health a lot higher on the shield. So these gloves here could work great with that build. Also as well, there is a prototype stamina mod here, 247 in stamina, but 3,325 on health. So if health is something that you are looking to push in terms of your build, then it is a very nice mod here that you can pick up this week. In the Grindhouse Safehouse this week, there is a very nice military Scar H here. Now this does come with 171% headshot damage. It's got a base damage at 55.1k, so it's quite high in terms of its base damage. It does come with Prepared, which is a nice talent to have on this, Unforgiving, and then Vicious. Now if you are going to be using the sniper rifle, I think Unforgiving is going to be a wasted talent, because you're going to tend to be sitting back more and hopefully not losing any segments of your health. So if it was me and I was looking to use this weapon, I'd get rid of Unforgiving and probably put Brutal on there just for that extra headshot damage. But like I said, it is a very nice Scar H here, so if that is something for you or something that you want to try out, then I definitely recommend coming and purchasing this week. Over in the Crypt Safehouse this week, there is a LVOAC here, now 23% in enemy armor damage, which is the maximum that they can get, and 16.5k base damage here, but that is based off my firearms at 5,000, so that will reflect in terms of how much firearms you've got. Now, looking at the talents, they're not the best in terms of this weapon, so this will probably be more of a PvE type of build. There's accurate, talented, and ferocious there as the talents on this weapon, so I'd probably just look at rolling away talented there, because I doubt very much many people are going to use this on the electronics build. But yeah, you know, it's not the best in terms of the LVOACs that we have had in previous weeks that have come up, and I'm sure a lot of people have a lot better one than this. However, if you are looking for one specifically more for a PvE build, then yeah, there's not a bad one here that you can pick up. In East 40th Street this week, which is your DZ3 vendor, there is a specialised backpack here. 1212 in terms of stamina, so a little low. I know you can get that a bit higher, but it does come with 8% critical hit damage and 16% burn resistance. I would look personally to roll away the critical hit damage on this and roll health in its place, but overall, not a bad specialised backpack there, and if you are looking for one, then you can pick that up here. East 34th Street this week, which is your DZ2 vendor, we do have a AUG A3 Para X here, 20% critical hit chance out of a max of 22%. It does come with predatory, capable, and ferocious on this weapon, so it does seem that we're getting a lot of ferocious in terms of the talents this week, so it looks like they're more focusing in terms of the PvE aspect. Looking at this, I would probably look to roll away capable there and replace that with something else, and you could have a fairly decent PvE SMG here. Also as well, there is a very nice electronics mod here, 263 on electronics and 3% skill haste, so this is a pretty much God's roll in terms of electronics mods, and skill haste is great at the moment, especially if you are looking to use those skill builds. So just in case you were wondering, the new DZ checkpoint as well, East 64th Street here in DZ9, it does have a vendor in it, and this week it's just got a prototype stamina mod here, 251 health, 2,857 there in terms of its health, but there is a better one for sale this week that I have mentioned. Also as well then, it is a prototype performance mod there with 3.5% turret damage. Over in your DZ9 Safehouse as well, we do have a vendor in here, which is the Dark Zone Special vendor. There's not much anything in terms that's great for purchasing this week. You know, you do have a Nomad holster here, which is not too bad, 7% skill haste there, minimum of 12k on firearms and stamina, and just a little bit low on the electronics, but Nomad is a good build and one that I do run with. That's very underrated. Fairly decent Predator's Mac backpack there, rolled on electronics, 1270, 8% critical hit damage, which I'd roll away and just put health in its place, and then 55% ammo capacity. But Predator's Mac is no way as good as it used to be in terms of 1.5, because it has changed now that the bleed doesn't stop you from running, it just slows down your movements. Finally, this week in the Dark Zone weapon vendor in DZ3 Safehouse, we do have a police M4 here, 21% enemy armor damage, 16.2k based off 5,000 firearms. It does come with focused, vicious, and responsive there. This is free talents, so just looking at this due to the electronics requirements, even though it's not too high, I'd probably look to roll away focused. Not something really that you would probably want on here, but when skills are on cooldown, your weapon damage is increased by 17%. So, you know, if that is your thing, then probably look to roll away vicious. But overall, not a bad police M4 there this week. Now that is it in terms of the vendor reset video this week. So the first one after the updates is not the best one, but it never usually is historically, and we do find that the following week they are a lot better. But there are some good items out there that I would definitely recommend picking up or having a look at yourself. Now, thanks agents for watching this video, and I'll see you all soon. Take care.